AP World History Topic 5.9 Society and the Industrial Age. Essential question: how did industrialization cause change in existing social hierarchies and standards of living? Industrialization had profound effects on existing social hierarchies and standards of living, bringing about significant changes in both aspects. Let's explore these changes. Changes to social hierarchies. 1. Rise of the middle class. How industrialization led to the growth of industries and commerce, creating a new class of industrial capitalists and entrepreneurs. This resulted in the emergence of the middle class, which was neither aristocratic nor working class. Impact: the middle class gained economic and social prominence, challenging the traditional dominance of the aristocracy. This shift contributed to a more complex social structure. 2. Decline of the aristocracy. How, with the rise of industrial capitalism, the economic power and influence of the traditional aristocracy diminished. Industrialists and capitalists gained prominence, while aristocratic landowners saw a decline in their relative wealth and influence. Impact: traditional aristocratic privileges and social hierarchies weakened, and political power shifted towards those who controlled the means of production. 3. Urbanization. How industrialization led to the growth of cities and urban areas as people migrated from rural areas to work in factories. Impact: urbanization challenged the traditional rural social structures. Cities became melting pots of diverse social backgrounds, fostering a more fluid social environment. 4. Changing roles of women. How industrialization brought about changes in the nature of work. Women, who were initially excluded from many traditional economic activities, began to find employment in factories. Impact: this shift challenged gender roles and contributed to the early feminist movements. Women gained more economic independence, although their working conditions were often harsh. Changes to standards of living. 1. Improvements in technology. How industrialization brought about technological advancements that improved productivity and efficiency. Impact: this increased efficiency led to the mass production of goods, making them more affordable and accessible to a larger portion of the population, thus raising overall standards of living. 2. Urbanization and infrastructure. How industrialization led to the growth of cities, and with it, the development of infrastructures such as roads, bridges, and public utilities. Impact: improved infrastructure enhanced the quality of life by providing better transportation, sanitation, and access to amenities. 3. Rising incomes for some. How the Industrial Revolution generated wealth for industrialists and entrepreneurs. Impact: while some segments of the population enjoyed increased incomes and improved living standards, others, particularly the working class, initially faced harsh conditions and exploitation. 4. Changes in housing and living conditions. How the demand for labor in industrial centers led to the construction of worker housing and the growth of urban areas. Impact: living conditions varied, with some enjoying improved housing, while others faced overcrowded and unsanitary conditions in the rapidly growing cities. How did industrialization cause these changes? 1. Economic transformation. How the shift from agrarian economies to industrialized ones meant a change in the sources of wealth and power. Impact: economic power shifted from agrarian landowners to industrial capitalists, altering the social and political landscape. 2. Technological advancements. How the introduction of new machinery and production methods revolutionized industries. Impact: this increased efficiency, lowered production costs, and contributed to the mass production of goods, making them more accessible to a larger portion of the population. 3. Urbanization. How the concentration of industries in urban areas led to mass migrations from rural to urban settings. Impact: this shift disrupted traditional social structures, created new employment opportunities, and contributed to the emergence of a more diverse and dynamic social environment. 4. Changes in labor dynamics. How the shift from artisanal and agrarian labor to factory-based industrial labor changed the dynamics of work. Impact: While some experienced improved working conditions and higher wages, others faced exploitation and harsh working conditions, contributing to social unrest and calls for labor reforms. And that is everything that you need to know in order to answer the essential question: how did industrialization cause change in existing social hierarchies and standards of living?